Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful weekend. It was 30 when I checked the temperature last night. I think it was supposed to be a little cold again, but I think it might have risen up today. Our weather here is so weird. One day we'll have 70 degrees, the next day it'll be 30. I live in the mid-Atlantic region in the United States right now, so the weather is all over the place. It's like they're calling lottery numbers. 70, 28, 10, So I have been incorporating some t-shirts, but then, one day if it's 70, you're wearing a t-shirt and then you walk outside and it's like, I need a coat. That's how it is. And of course, it's coming into spring, so the seasonal allergy starts. I feel like I'm stuffed up one day and dripping nose the next, so just waking up and having my coffee. And I like to drink it while it's hot. That's why I'm sitting here holding it. I hate when coffee sits around and I hate when it sits brewing. Some people leave the same pot on all day. Blah, I don't like it. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm called to keep putting content out there, whatever comes to mind, whatever the universe spirit wants me to put out, whatever my intuition is tapping into. I'm trusting my intuition more. I'm taking action, stepping out of my comfort zone and putting it out there. And this might not be the best environment. I don't have the fancy setup like a lot of people do. And even somebody sent me a message that meaning well, and I appreciate the thing. Not bashing. It wasn't bashing at all. It's just saying, to put your face on there more, but also have a brighter lighting and things. But hey, I got to do what I got to do right now. I'm not necessarily always into the brightness of light, but I get the point. And right now, I'm kind of cleaning up and doing things, so it's more like a cozy atmosphere. You're like in my space. You come to visit me, right? So it's more real, I think. Anyway, enough about that. Like I said, we have a lot of these messages. I just posted one on the community page about the spiritual underlying awakening, and pushing for a better planet, a better consciousness, a better collective to awaken, to rise the vibration of this planet, because after all, it's went to shit, hasn't it? Excuse my language. Beep. But it has. It's really plummeted, and it's been in a dark place and chaotic place for a while. There's always this pressure from the more powerful people to keep everyone scared and frightened, so we won't connect together. And you see there's been a distance, and now everybody's turning on each other. That is not a good thing, people. We need to all come to this awakened, higher vibrational banding together, right? So I'm trying to put content out there as much as I can. It's just right now that I've been going through, things with work, family. I don't know if you guys know, I've already kind of moved a couple times since the death of my son, just to get settled. So it's kind of been an unsettling thing, but I'm in peace inside. I have my moments, but now I'm just trying to clean out clutter and things like that. So I got boxes around. I haven't been settled in a place, so I'm going to try to get this area space set up for that. But for now being, I still got to get those messages out there. See, you ever notice there's always things that come up to try to stop you or block you? This could be one of them, and I could take it like, I'm just going to wait, But no, it's very important. 2022 is a very important year to get this content out there. So it's not stopping me. I'll still get that message out there, whether I'm in a box, basically. If I'm in a bright pink room, whatever, I'm going to put it out there, okay? Because if it's meant to be heard, it needs to be heard. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be the best looking place. It doesn't have to be catchy, and, a lot of those things are traps anyway, right? So, anyway, there's always constant wars and things are getting high priced, and it just keeps you in a place of state of fear, and that's what a lot of those powerful entities want us to do. They want us to keep our distance so we can't band together, because they know how powerful that would be, right? So that's what's happening, but it's happening underground right now, low, right? So that's what we gotta keep doing. It's a secret. Anyway, with that being said, I'm called today. I'm going to be doing a couple more 5 ways you can do this or whatever. I just haven't got it together. Like I said, things are kind of scattered. I got to get it a little more organized. Like if I have one thing and it gets displaced. But I am going to be starting those healing sessions, that 7 days of healing, this coming week. And I've been sitting with it, and I'm going to be doing based on our chakras, because that's our energy system. The chakras, they're lined up from head all the way down to the base of our spine. It's our energy system, and it's our aura. It puts off our aura and our energy and our vibration, so they all need to be balanced. And it's so interesting, the things I've read, like I was reading about the root chakra, because that's at the base, that's the one for our foundation, that even some people can get depressed to the point of not wanting to be here anymore and suicide. So I'm like, oh my God, I always knew they were important, but that is very important, isn't it? So, enough about that. I'm going to be getting a card, and I'm not sure if this is going to be something that you need to focus on this week, or something that you're in this week, you know, because it's energy, and I'm not quite sure. I'm feeling the energy. Feeling that energy. Ooh. Feels good. Feels like there's a few little vibes that aren't wanted. We'll just flick them out. Flick them out. All right. Soul's Journey. That's the cards I'm going to be using. I'm going to get one for the collective first. Might get a couple for the collective, just because it's a mess. And then we're going to get one for each sign. Okay? And then, like I said, it could be what you're going through right now, what you need to focus on right now, something you're going to be experiencing. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get the collective cards here. Let me get another drink out of my little cup. I thought maybe my price tag was on there. It's a little bit on there. Be like Minnie Pearl with a little price tag on her head. You probably don't know who that is. She used to be on that old show Hee Haw. My parents used to watch that. I remember them watching it. I don't know if they watched it all the time, but all right. So let's go ahead. Yeah, my parents were country music fans. They drugged me to the Grand Ole Opry like when I was, a toddler. And then there used to be this place called Sunset Park. They always up there, up in Pennsylvania. All right, well, enough about that. Collectively, what's going on? Adversity. Well, darn right. Adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. All right, so this is the collective now. Let's see what this... I'm going to read the book with these cards just to go in more detail, because we could just say, okay, accepting the challenges, there we go. But we're going to see what the book... Sometimes it has deeper meaning, or what the author means for this. And this is James Van Prague is the author. So let's see what he has to say about adversity here. Plus, I put my reading skills to test. Just kidding. Excuse me. Seasonal allergies. Like, I don't know if I said that in the beginning, because this is my second take, so I can't remember if I said it. Oh, something I did say in the first one, before I get into this, is, the chaos. This was a few years ago, so I don't know exactly the numbers, but it's extremely high. Like the United States, for example, like I'm thinking about now with Russia and Ukraine, everybody always wants more and control and power. It's crazy. But United States, it's only been a country since 1776, so what's that? I'm usually pretty good at math, but I don't feel like figuring it right now. 200 and some years, I don't know. But it's been involved in a war, like almost like 200 years or something, out of the 270 or something like that, or 250, whatever. Isn't that insane? Isn't it? I mean, I understand sometimes we have to go to war. I understand. And, a lot of people look for the United States because they're powerful to help out or whatever. But it's just insane to me that many years. It's like should lead by example and try to just keep everything cool, like have that hippie vibe. Yay. All right, peace, man. No, I'm a 60s kid, so all right. So adversity, I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. All right. No one ever said life was going to be easy. Obstacles are presented to you so that you may overcome them. Believe that you will, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Confidence comes to those who have succeeded in conquering adversity, and then the next hurdle won't seem as daunting. Adversity is an opportunity for you to reach out to your soul family. You are not alone at this time of challenge. If you need help, others are waiting to offer assistance. This test may have come into your life to teach you to receive rather than to give. Okay, my reading skills through that one was terrible. I would have been graded a C. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of goofy. But you gotta have fun with life, right? I love this part that adversity is an opportunity for you to reach out to your soul family, that underlying awakening. You are not alone in this time of challenge. If you need help, others are waiting to offer assistance. This test may have come into your life to teach you to receive rather than to give. Yeah. So, I noticed when I joined that Find Your Purpose course, it's a lot of like-minded people, higher vibration people, all wanting the same goal. And I was sharing, but I was kind of like I wasn't receiving as well. You know, I would be like, you know, because you have to be cautious, right? And, you know, there's still, it's so weird. Like if you friend one and all their friends, you don't know who they have, are trying to friend you. And it's like, I don't know. So I kind of just like blocked all that off. But it is something that I needed. I've grown a lot. It's just nice having that higher vibrational energy like supporting you, knowing that they support you. So coming together, that's that awakening, underground awakening, right? So, because it's easier to go along with the masses, but I think that's why a lot of times people are just feeling like, you know, depressed because they just don't vibe with those people, but they're trying to fit in, you know what I mean? So anyway, adversity, this is going to be longer than I think. I'm going to run my mouth too much. So another card for the collective. Almost. Spirit, universe, what's another card for the collective right now? Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yeah, it's very hard to trust right now, the way things are. And like I said, we put that guard around us. We want to. We're social creatures. We want to fit in. We want to belong. But it's very hard. You know, you get burnt. What's that say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah, so it's like, it's very hard. You know, you don't want to keep getting burnt. It's like sticking your hand on the fire 20 times and not learning your lesson, you know? So you start like, nope, stay away from me. And then when the good ones come along, you're turning them away, right? So, trust. The earth can be a tricky place. But you have been given a tool to help you navigate through the murky waters. Your intuition. Yes. Very strong. Trust your intuition. You know, don't let your ego get in the way. Don't let people try to persuade you or convince you. It can be very tricky because you have all those tricksters out there and tricky things and situations. And like I said, you've done things before. If you start thinking like, I did that before, I'm learning my lesson, I didn't get it right, you didn't listen to your intuition. So don't doubt your intuition. It was you not trusting your intuition that you went along with something and then it failed or something happened, right? All right. You must learn to tell the difference between ego talk and soul talk, and then trust your soul. Once you get into the habit of following your intuition, you will come to practice that discernment externally. You will be able to know if a person or situation is trustworthy, but it all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercise is like a muscle, and when you determine that it's always right, that wisdom will spread out like influence everything you do. Decisions will seem easier. Your soul only wants what's best for you, and you must learn to trust it. Yes. So distinguishing between what that ego is telling you and what your inner self, your intuition is telling you. If you're acting out of fear or you're getting the message from fear, it's usually ego. That's ego, is fear. So, all right. So the two so far is adversity and trust. We're going to get one more, and then we're going to jump into each sign. What else for the collective energy here? Failure. Yeah, it's not working. And this government just doesn't seem to, I shouldn't say government, not government. This system, it doesn't seem to be getting it. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Yeah. Yeah, you're setting it up for people to fail, basically. You know, there's no way people can, the wages that they are and the cost of things. Like gas the other day, it's probably even higher now. Like in a day or two time, it jumped up 15 cents. I mean, I understand with the situation, but this is insane. Nobody can live on that. Nobody can pay $4 and something when they're making $12 an hour. I mean, I have a hard time. I'm a nurse. You know, it's insane. Rent, $1,900. You know, it's crazy. Anyway, so we have adversity, trust, and failure. Yeah. That seems like it fits right in with the collective situation, right? All right. Oh, I didn't read the failure. Failure. All right. This is probably going to be more about you. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Yeah, so for you. But this isn't really based on you. So you know what? I'm not even going to read it. Yeah. All right. Let's get into all the signs. I'm sorry about my rambling. Let me get another drink, and then we're going to go ahead and start with Aries. All right. Aries. Let's get a card for you and see where you're at this time or what you need to focus on. Let's see for Aries. Aries. Ooh, there we go. Oops, they flipped back over. I was going to take it, but like a couple flipped over, then it flipped back. Actually, I only want one anyway for each sign. Aries, please. Aries. Empathy. Yeah. So I know I'm an empath, so empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Yeah, I really feel like a lot of us Aries are seeing that there's a bigger picture of things out there now. It's not just so focused on what's happening to us. Seeing things differently for a different reason now. You know, that some of the bad things might have had to happen for us to expand, see things different, so we can go out there and be that. Like right now, I'm trying to put out content, put out information, the stuff that you have absorbed, you know, because if we just have an easy peasy life, there's not really much to teach, right? And people are going to look at you like, you know, it's kind of like those movie stars or actors or celebrities. They're out there saying about people in a situation, traumatic experience or something like that. Or I think they just did a song like Imagine for the Ukraine thing. It's like you guys are sitting in your 20-bedroom mansion buying your kids $40,000 toy cars. It's like, come on. Do you really want to hear it from them? No. And then they're begging everybody else to give them money that are working their ass off for $12 an hour. It's like, come on. We don't want to hear you. That's why you shouldn't idolize those people. You make them a celebrity and they're going to treat you like a fan. Alright. They're just people. Some of them are good people. Some can be. I'm not dissing all of them. I don't know them personally. That's why I can't. Alright, so empathy. You don't truly understand others' motivations if you haven't lived their lives and seen the world through their eyes. It's so easy to judge another's behavior matched up against your own and label it as right or wrong. But you're missing an important part of the equation, the other person's history and personal path. We are all sparks of the divine with a purpose here in the physical dimension, and we can all exert our free will. Some of us have lost our way along the path to love, and it is a human reaction to judge others before examining your journey through the eyes and with compassion. Your job is not to judge, your job is to love and understand. So, there's some energy around you, Aries, or something that you are doing or putting out there in the world or need to is about empathy here. So let's get a couple tarot cards for you. You, like I said, you might be empathic. Wow. You will not believe what just fell out. Your card, Aries, the Emperor. Yes, this is a leader card. So, lead by example. You know, you can't talk the talk if you're not going to walk the walk. So whatever you are feeling, Aries, out there that is for the betterment of other people or service of other people or that information you have, it's time to go out there and lead with that. That's what the world needs. Okay? If you have a gift right now, it is time to share it. I'm just going to look at this card. You see up here? That's like looks like Aries horns. Yeah, he's just kind of chilling on his, looks like a planet, Mars, holding a chess piece. Very interesting. Never noticed that he's holding a chess piece. And he has that tattoo of the cross on there, which I kind of think is spirituality, not so much religion, but spirituality. Yeah. And holding that chess piece with the, what is that one with the cross? I forget the name. Bishop? No. Yeah, it is the bishop, right? I don't know. Anyway, so, I love that. I love that. I kind of think of it as a sign that, yeah, you're doing it, Jen. You're doing it. Keep going. Don't give up. Don't start letting your fears get in the way. Don't start letting those challenges get in your way, because it's so easy to just like, I don't feel like it. I'm tired. All right. So now we have, yeah, look at that, 4 of Wands, that celebration. This, I love this because it's the double 11 card, 1111. That's that spiritual number. My birthday's on the 11th. Four of Wands, celebration, secure foundation. Love that. So yeah, see, this is your kind of your rock that you need to start putting out there. This path with empathy, of helping others see the light, to heal, to shine their light. And then we have the Two of Wands. So this could be like a couple choices, different roads to go on. You could be struggling with a decision or trying to make a decision right now. You know what? It's so interesting. Look at those. This two. I know it's the Two of Wands. That's what it's supposed to be, but it looks like 11 again. Wow. Yeah, I really feel like, you might have a choice right now to make, but you have to pick the hot one that's the highest road for your highest good, what your soul's telling you. It could be that, like what was coming up earlier about the trusting the ego or the intuition. So whatever path you are picking here, Aries, one might seem like better, the easier way. That might be your ego. And you're supposed to pick the higher road. It might have more challenges, but that's where you're meant to go. Wow, thank you, Spirit. All right, I love that. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and anyway, pick the higher road because you are the leader. Sometimes you have the more difficult situations to go through. You are the pioneer. You're the way shower to go forward, to show everybody else that, sometimes life's not easy, but that's what you got to do, right? All right. So now we're going to get into Taurus. Ew, there's a hair in here. Taurus, let's get in. Okay, so there's something about patience here. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So Taurus, you're usually pretty patient, but there's something that you're being suggested for patience because of this regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So if you're rushing into something or trying to push something, you're going to have some regret about it. Be patient. If you're trying to push somebody else or a project or something like that to move forward quickly, you won't get the best results, Taurus. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm just going to read this one. I don't know, maybe a regret. Let's see how long they are. I don't want to make this 2 hours long, so but I do want to put the messages out there. Okay, so patience says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Earth has become a place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maximum. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, these experiences are disregarded. Life is an unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations your soul requires. You need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe, and the more you are living with patience, the more aware of your lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. These are signposts. If you are speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and treasures you have been placed there. So there's something along this journey or this path that you're taking that you're going to miss if you rush. So be patient, okay? And then you'll regret it. And it says, I know I can't change the past. I don't know if I'm going to read this one. Let's see how long it is. Because I didn't want to get two for everybody. Reflect on the past and use your lessons, your power to create your bright future. So there might be something that you're going to regret, basically. So now that darn cat, she keeps wanting to come in and out. It's worse than a kid. I'm going to get my cards first. Maybe she'll go away. All right. I'm not trying to be mean. They love me. You can see them. They're always pulling on me. Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is something to do with your future. This is planting seeds right now, so don't rush planting those seeds because they're not going to grow. They're not going to harvest. Mimi, wait a minute. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. You might be feeling like, I have to hurry and get this done because something's lacking. But sometimes it's a process. We can't throw the seeds in the ground and think they're going to bloom like that. No, it takes the time. It's divine timing for us to cultivate. So there's something here asking you to be patient because you don't want to regret it. Because if you try to use something to make those seeds grow faster, what's going to happen is they're going to grow deformed or something. And then you wasted all that time and you're going to regret it. Okay? So let's see what else, Taurus. Three of Wands. Yeah, again, something with the future ahead. So do it right the first time. Be patient, okay? Don't try to push something because it's not going to work out and then you're going to regret it. All right? So that's your message. Do I dare let her come in? Okay, so now Gemini. Let's get into yours, okay? Gemini, what's going on with you? Gemini. Ah, indecision. So, wait a minute. I just did Gemini. That is so weird. All right. So Gemini, for some reason, now you're coming up with this indecision. You've busted back into my reading. So, I really feel like it's connected to that abundance that you had. There's some kind of indecision here, and I think it's within you. So this is just an added message for you, Gemini. This indecision, it says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. You really got to trust your intuition to know which way to go next, and do it with integrity. You know, don't let the... this really does feel like a Gemini card because you have those dual twins, you know, kind of... You got to learn how to balance them. I think you've had this in other readings. You got to balance out that, and it's for the highest good. You know, don't dive deep down into that shadow side. Don't act on that shadow side. Use it, you know, like we just had that message the other day. Use it as a conduit to balance out things. But use those things that you've healed from, those shadow lessons that you've learned, to raise the vibration, okay? Don't dwell in that shadow or live from that shadow, you know what I mean? But use it, okay? So trust your intuition. You know what, you'll figure it out. Whatever one feels like it's better for you, and better for your highest self, you, and better for the collective's well-being, okay? So another little extra message for you there. I'm going to skip that now because we don't want to dwell back. Something's going on with you, Gemini. What's going on? All right, so let's go ahead and get into Leo now. All right, back on track. Leo. It's so funny when you start like realizing that you're getting downloads and believing it. I think you always do, and some people get them more often, but they kind of just dismiss them because, you know, people might think you're crazy or something, you know. But then when you start opening up to that and accepting it and listening to it, it's so amazing. It really is. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Leo. Leo, what's going on? What's going on? Self-esteem. Did I do Cancer? I can't remember if I did Cancer. Huh. Well, let's go ahead and stick with Leo. Now I'm all scattered because Gemini come back in there. Okay. So self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So, something about your self-esteem, and you're usually a prideful sign. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So there could be a self-esteem issue here where you do have something that's a gift that will better yourself and others, but you might be afraid to put it out there. How you're going to be perceived, because you do have that pride aspect. You know, like, how are people going to see me? Because they see me this way, but what if some people don't like it? You know, I don't know. I'm getting that vibe. But let's see. Self-esteem. I might have to do a Cancer one at the end now. Because I feel bad. I don't want to leave a little Cancer out. That's my rising sign. So, and I have a son that's a Cancer. So, all right. Let's get this self-esteem. I'm sorry, Leo. I'm getting scattered with back on Cancer. There might be some kind of Cancer around you. Maybe a child or something like that I'm feeling. Someone you care about. I don't know. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Wow, Spirit, you're kind of like all over with me now. It's kind of like too much. It's overwhelming. I don't know which way you want me to go. All right, self-esteem. It is easy to perceive others as being better than you. This is a trap of the ego. Okay, Leo. Ego. That pride, right? Pride's a good thing to have, but you have to watch how far you stretch it because it can get into that ego. You know, it makes me think of that little vanity Smurf. He would always look in the mirror and it's something about how people are going to perceive you, I really feel, with the self-esteem and your gifts. But let's see. This is a trap of your ego. There is no one greater or lesser than you. There are only those who have learned how to reveal their gifts to greater or lesser degree. Yes. Using your gifts. See? All right. Everyone is born with unique abilities of the soul, and just like snowflakes, no two are ever alike. You have a unique perspective to share with the world, and have come back this time to put your stamp on it. Perhaps you may not be aware or even in tune with your incredible and gifted self. Why not try to make a list of 10 aspects of yourself or abilities you possess that you love and hold in your high regard? It is not always easy to write about yourself, but sometimes you need to be reminded just how special you are. Remember that you did not come down to this schoolroom by accident. You have a meaning and a reason for being. You are a treasure chest of incredible gifts and insights. Now is the time to celebrate you. Yes, 2022 is all about getting out of that comfort zone and taking action. No more being small, all right? So, let's get some tarot on this self-esteem for you, Leo. Okay, so we have, look, giving and receiving. It's the Six of Pentacles. It's all about that balance. So, don't necessarily focus on how you're going to be perceived. Just put the content out there that's needed now. It's time to step out of that ego or that pride way. Put it out there. Just like me. Look at how scattered things are. But I'm putting the message out there because that's what's needed. We're never going to be ready. If we sit back and wait for things to be just right, it's never going to happen. It's time to take action. And forget about how you're going to be perceived. All right? This is that balance of give and take. Okay? The moon. Yeah, see, this is all about that fear. Things are not known and it's scary, but it's time to emerge out of that water. Look at that. And it's got the dark, and I think I put something on my community page about that wolf. You can be in this higher vibrational wolf or the dark wolf. If you sit in your fear and wait for things to be right or that people are going to like you, you're going to be staying in this fear, this dark wolf. It's time to come, meet it halfway at least. Come out of that, okay? All right. And I really feel like there's something to do with this full moon coming up. I forget when it is. When is the full moon? There could be something that you need to do before then. So make it like a goal that you need to get out of this way before the full moon. We just had the new moon on the 2nd. Today's the 5th, so it should probably be about 11 more days. It's time to take action on that, okay? So, one more for you, Leo. Yeah. So, this is somebody that's creative, listens to their intuition. So this is not what you need to be. You need to birth a new way of being, or some healing or energy that you need, some gift here. It's time to birth that. Okay, so step out of those fears, balance that energy, and just take action. Okay, step out of your comfort zone a little bit, Leo. Don't care about how you're perceived. You got to get past that. All right, it's just about the content right now. It's not about the other. Don't focus on what you will look at or what you're going to gain. It's time to spread that energy out to the collective. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Virgo. I almost feel like I need to do a Cancer one again. I don't know why I can't remember this. Mimi distracted me. All right, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo. Ooh, happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So, interesting, but I kind of don't agree with that, because sometimes on the right path doesn't mean you're happy. You're stressed out. You're wondering. You're fearful. You're you know what I'm saying, stepping out of your comfort zone. It does not make you feel happy, right? But it will in the long run. That's the thing. Okay? If you're making progress. So let's go ahead and read this for you. So are you feeling happy, Virgo? I really feel like it's about the path you're on, if you're going towards something that's going to make you happy. But happiness comes within. You can be happy in any situation. Some people are going through like hell on earth. And it's the way they perceive it. They might be just fine going through it. They might just appear like, hey, it's all good. I'm chilling, I'm doing my best. It's how you perceive the situation. But happiness comes from within. You can't put it on your external. All right, let's get the message here. Okay. Before incarnating, your soul created a blueprint for you to follow in this physical dimension. The easiest way to chart this path is to follow your bliss. Life is full of choices and opportunities. Spirit, in its infinite wisdom, has given you the emotion of happiness to guide you. The signposts are always there, but you have to acknowledge them and have the courage to follow them. As you hold this card, do you feel that you are living a life of happiness, and what areas is lacking. It may be time to be truthful with your soul self. Listen to its language and intuit. If there is someone or scenario holding you back from experiencing complete happiness, even though it might be painful to admit, you need to be completely truthful. Be mindful of how happiness will affect every aspect of your life on your path. Also, intuit, is there someone else in your life who needs to be brought into an awareness of happiness? This is important to recognize as well. Others will want to learn from you, and whether you admit it or not, you can be their teacher. When you are filled with love and compassion, not only do you bring happiness into your life, but you lead others by example. Be the light. Okay, so this is something about, other people are looking to you, so how you perceive and handle things is being watched closely. It could be your children. So, don't be so critical or negative around them. They're very impressionable, or certain people around you. Might be maybe going through a hard time, going through a difficult situation, and they look to you, and if you are sitting there being critical and pointing out all the flaws of the world and being, just negative, it's going to really affect them. So it's time to be happy with yourself, stand in integrity, get out of that negative mode. And there's also something about needing to share with others, help heal. So moving on the path that you are happy about. So if you're stuck in a situation that you're not happy about, it's time to take action to get out of that. And also, somebody might be holding you back. That's like that reading I just did. Was it yesterday? There might be someone around you that is trying to control how you take on a situation that's going to make you happy, trying to hold you back. Like there's codependent people, could even be a narcissistic person that are thinking about themselves and not you. Okay? So, very interesting. That happiness that all came out. Let's get your cards. You might want to watch that one from yesterday. There could be people around you that you think has your back, but they're have insecurities of their own. Three of Wands. Yeah, this is something to do about your future. Planting the seeds now for harvest later. Looking out to what's coming. She wants to go into that water, but she could have something back here saying, we need you to stay back here. Don't go out there. It's rough. You're going to drown. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then we have this Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is all about wearing your heart on your sleeve, seeing the beauty around you, things like that. Interesting, he's sitting there with flowers in his hand and this little love note down here. Could be somebody that you're connected to on a romantic level. This is taking action as well in your emotions. I really feel like your heartstrings might be tugged a little bit, like people are trying to keep you back, but you want to move forward. Yeah, now we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, see? This is that card that, see how tightly she's clenching that? I really feel like there's some energy of that around you. And then the Ace of Wands. Yeah, and this is that new beginning of going towards your passion. So I really feel like there's a struggle here. Something's trying to hold you back. People you love or something like that. People that, your friends, whoever it is. People in your tight circle. And then we have this wanting to go out and explore into that future energy, the happiness. Okay? So... that's your message. You might want to go back and read that other, or watch that other video about the one I put out, about the codependency situation. Alright, so let's get into Libra. Okay, Libra, let's get yours. Doubt. Okay. I release the need to know all the answers. Okay, so you are waiting for something to get clear, or the answers. Don't tell me she wants to go out again. But you're waiting and it's holding you back. It's like kind of a procrastination. Like, I got to have all the answers before I take action on something. No, you don't. It's Spirit's telling you don't need all the answers. You might not ever know all the answers. Take action, okay? Stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting the situation. Just go. All right, so let's read this book. Just make a decision already. All right, so down. It's impossible for the human brain to comprehend the mysteries of the universe. You are only consciously aware of the three dimensions for a reason, and there is to learn to love without the full awareness of your connection to spirit. Everyone has his or her own personal path to the awareness, and there's no right or wrong answer as long as your goal is to manifest the energy of love and compassion. Yeah, so coming from that higher integrity, out of love, The wisdom of the divine trickles into the physical dimension, and some of it will resonate with your soul and some will not. These are your signposts that guide you to your correct path. If the wisdom resonates with you and seems right, then keep it. If not, release it back to the universe. Always be aware and mindful of the insights that your spirit guides and teachers put in your path. Okay? So trusting your intuition, you're doubting it. It's time to trust it and move forward. Okay? Let's get some tarot, Libra. Doubting your intuition. You got to start trusting that intuition. I mean, it's hard. So you might have to do some kind of separating what their ego is telling you and your intuition is telling you. Okay? If it's coming from fear and things like that, that's usually your ego. But there's things on, say, look, unconditional love of yourself, trusting yourself, stop doubting yourself. This is coming from unconditional love for everything, not judging. Let's see what else. And I almost feel like this card is supposed to be about unconditional love, right? But it almost like it's like she's pocketing your heart so it doesn't get broken. So you might be having doubt, like, I don't want to go out there and put my heart on my sleeve and get hurt. It's not protected. I got to protect myself. You might want to do some root chakra healing too. I'm going to be doing a healing thing for that soon. Two of Swords, yeah, see, but you're not seeing things clearly that way. You're staying in the shadows. That fear is blinding you, okay? Queen of Pentacles, yeah. See, you need to be this stable, grounded person. You might be a mom and parent too. Mom and have a job and stuff like that. Yeah, look how peaceful she is. She's trusting. She's trusting. She's holding her pentacle and she's trusting. She knows everything's going to be fine, that she's being taken care of. All right, so there's some kind of doubt that you need to work through, and I really feel like it's a decision that you need to make, that you're like hearing your ego over here whispering in your ear, and then you know that this is right, but it's too scary, your heart's going to get broken, what if it fails, kind of thing. So you got to trust that. You got to stop having that doubt on yourself, okay? All right, so let's get into Scorpio. It's nice hearing the birds for spring out there. Happy. Okay. Ooh, friendship. Interesting. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So you could be having some friends around you right now, just celebrating with your friends. This also could be that there's a friend that you're not quite sure of what's going on, but it's there for like this karmic lesson for you. Could be. Everybody that you meet has a lesson to teach you, right? There's a reason for it. So let's go ahead and read the friendship card. You could be just hanging with your friends right now, chilling. All humans are created from the same source, but there are some souls that share a unique kinship. Friendship can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, but it can be frustrating and heartbreaking. Understand that everyone on your path is here to teach you something. It may be for a year or a lifetime. Together, you can teach each other various lessons of the heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. The bonds of friendship are often stronger than those of family. You have formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time and of lifetimes. A true friend will illuminate your path instead of dim it. He or she will give advice from your best interest at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. Yeah, so you could be being taught a lesson right now. Could have had just a friendship that something happened. But let's see what the cards are saying. Seven of Wands. So this is defending yourself. So you might feel like defensive of something a friend is doing right now. Or they could be defensive and you're kind of wondering like what the heck is going on. This is defending what's yours kind of energy. But she looks peaceful, but see how she's turned away? She's like in her own little bubble and she's kind of turned away, like, I'm not hearing it. So somebody could be blocked off, like not listening to what you say, kind of ignoring you, defensive. Or it could be you around a certain person. There might be some kind of trust broken. Yeah, look at this. This is something's unknown. You're just getting a feeling, like a little red flag. This is fear. So something not being illuminated. Yeah, look, and it's a cycle. Something's going to be closing off here. So there could be like maybe I really feel like there's, you know how like you're with a friend and all of a sudden they bring in another friend and then it's awkward because there's three of you. I'm kind of getting that vibe. You know, so you might feel like a little defensive because, hey, this was my friend and now they're getting along with this person. You know what I mean? Just be careful with that because that could be like a shadow aspect. You know, of course, you know, protect yourself and set healthy boundaries. But don't let your jealousy or envy or things get in the way like that, because the realness of the story, the truth will be unfolding here. Something's going to be illuminated. So there's something with that energy. Like there's, see how there's like three's a crowd kind of. You know, there's room for many people, but I mean, if you're feeling that there's a red flag coming up with this person's friend, do not try to call it out. Let them kind of figure it out themselves, unless it's something really bad. You know what I mean? But sometimes what happens is you go in and you start telling this person, hey, this person did this. They're going to come back at you instead of that. So kind of let it fall. I'm really feeling that it's going to come out. It's going to be illuminated. You might feel like, look at this. It's weird how I'm holding it. This person's kind of on guard and defensive over here by themselves, and these two are over here. Isn't that interesting? So is this you? Like sitting like on guard, like, I don't trust the situation. But look, see, this is that fear and somebody's submerged. So I really feel like something's going to come out and be illuminated. But you don't want to put distance between you and this person. Just, you know, do your best to wait and see. Okay? All right. Sagittarius, let's get yours. Let's get yours, Sagittarius. What's coming up for you? Oh, balance. Okay. So we have balance coming in. It says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So some kind of balancing here. It could be of anything, but there needs to be balance in your life for things to go along smoothly, to feel more harmonized. So what's this balance about for you, Sag? For some reason, I'm really getting that masculine and feminine energy, or your dark and light. There's something needs to be balanced here. Could even be your work and home life here. But it says balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into an area of your life. Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you will resonate with one side more than the other. Try not to view either as good or bad, but simply recognize it as it is. The true nature of scales balance is give both sides of a situation your equitable, objective perspective. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but there is a lesson in itself. What is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your non-judgmental assessment? This situation or person has been placed in your path to teach you that everyone has his own or her own unique, authentic life story, and you must put yourself in the person's shoes to really understand this or his or her motivation. Balance is a godly virtue, and it is stuck. And if it's stuck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. So there's something that you need to see non-judgmentally to be able to balance something out, okay? So let's get a couple cards for you. Whatever that is in your life, it's going to be different for all of you. Yeah, Three of Swords. Okay, so there's some kind of hurt here, some kind of being stabbed in the heart, somebody's broken your heart. So I really feel like there's some kind of energy around that, but we're going to get the other two cards and see. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Okay. So this balance, I really feel like there's some kind of, this is Seven of Pentacles. This is all about harvesting something in the future. So it's for something to grow and you to get past it. This balance needs to come within you, because I really feel like somebody's broken your heart and you haven't forgiven, basically. So it's, or you're blaming yourself, or you're like thinking, why me? Why did they treat me that way? You're taking it personal. So it's time to clear that up, Sagittarius, because you can't move forward with this wound bleeding all over everything else, okay? Because I really feel like it's going to block your other connections. It's going to chain your heart up and they're not going to be able to move forward. So there's some kind of forgiveness. Doesn't mean you can condone it or go back to them. I swear, that cat. You have to forgive for yourself, because it's poisoning you at this point. Okay, so that's yours, Sagittarius. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, what's going on with you? What's going on with you, Capricorn? Okay, we have service. I feel good when I can help others. So you might be of service or wondering how you can be of service to people, realizing now that our purpose has something to do with service of others. It's not all about us, right? So stepping out of just focusing on yourself and being of service to others. Let's read this card. You could be doing that too right now. Service. One of the most evolved gifts that a soul possesses is giving of itself. There's a reason why it feels good to give. It's because your soul resonates with that vibration. Your soul should be aware that it might currently be in a situation which needs to be fulfilled on higher levels, and this can only happen through the attribute of humbly serving and supporting others. Put yourself in a position in which you can benefit another soul in any way possible and demonstrate unconditional love toward others. This might mean bringing yourself into the heart space and letting everything you involve yourself in come from an attitude of giving freely. You have to learn to direct your green heart light energy through all your thoughts, actions, and deeds. Look around and see where and how you can serve another. Perhaps the way would be asking a friend if you can help clean up his or her office or run errands. Maybe volunteer to watch your neighbors' kids so the parents can have a night out. Make a meal for someone who might be sick. Volunteer in a hospital or hospice. Perform an activity that enriches someone else's life. So stepping out of yourself, helping others in some way, it's going to benefit you as well. Okay, it's going to make you open up your heart space more. It's going to make you have some kind of lesson, maybe find your purpose, something like that. All right. So I'm really getting this energy of stepping out of focusing on just you because you're overthinking and judging yourself, and it's time to you'll find some healing and helping others. You know, it's raise your vibration and things like that. So let's see what else is coming out. Okay, so we have, the Empress. So this is all about nurturing yourself, but this is also about creation, right? And listening to your intuition. So I really feel you're going to gain benefit within you to help others, you know? Interesting. Okay, and then we have the Pages of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, getting that spark to do something in the material world. Okay, could even be going to school or college or something, work, something like that. Putting your gifts to some practicality in the material world by benefiting others, being of service to others. Now you have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, and this is moving forward, taking action on it, but going about it slowly and methodically, which is Capricorn, right? So you have a lot of earth energy, earth and grounding energy here about being of service. So there might be something you need to take action on that's going to be a service to others in the material world. Okay, Capricorn? So let's jump into Aquarius. I'm going to keep jumping ahead. I still don't know if I did Cancers. All right, Aquarius. Let's get that energy for Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, what's coming up for you? What's coming up for you, Aquarius? Growth. Oh, going through a growth period. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Yeah, so seeking out that wisdom, learning new things, and it's in your conscious and awareness, so it could be on a humanitarian scale. That sounds like an Aquarius right there, right? So learning some new things. And for some reason my piece just came out, so I think it's like about harmonizing the planet, the consciousness, the collective. So some kind of growth that you're learning. Let's go ahead and read this card. And also it could be that you are just getting a lot of downloads and expanding, raising your vibration. You are constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing on higher levels of understanding. The lesson is to be aware of these events and recognize them for what they are. To live a mindful life is not only about respecting and honoring those around you, it is also about recognizing every person and circumstance on your path as a teacher. The constant chatter and diversions of life on earth can distract you from the signpost that Spirit has left on your path. Take this time to be aware of the bountiful wisdom that has been laid before you. Acknowledge these gifts and take them to heart as you continue your sojourn in this physical dimension. Don't look for the opportunities that think you need instead of receptive to the opportunities that are given. So I'm really getting that this energy is like, you might not think this, and I'm not saying you're snob, because Aquarius, it's the time of Aquarius. But you might be walking in the store one day, and you know there's people that are like homeless, or they appear harmless, they're just sitting on the sidewalk. You might learn a lesson from something there. Everybody has something to teach you. So, don't snub off things, because there's some kind of lesson that's going to come from the most unlikely places. So gaining that wisdom from that, okay? And boy, do they have stories to tell, right? I'm not saying that's going to be from the homeless person. So, keep yourself safe. I'm just saying. All right. It's going to come from your kid even. Some profound lesson is going to be learned by some unexpected place. So keep your mind open. Let's get some tarot on this. Oh, okay. So, wow. We keep getting this Three of Wands. It's all about this future that we're planting and moving forward, looking out to the future. So whatever you're doing now, this growth, this wisdom that you're going to gain, is going to help you go towards your future in a better way, raising your vibration. Then we have the Two of Wands. This is all about struggling with making a decision, choices, but don't struggle too much. Just go with the flow. You're gonna get the wisdom that you desire. And the Emperor is the Aries card. This is all about that leadership, the pioneering. So continue to keep pioneering through things. You are gaining the wisdom. You're on the right path that you need to be, and you're expanding and growing. Okay, so that is yours. Now we are going to jump into Pisces. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So there might be enshrines my soul. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Health. So there's something about your health right now. It's time to take action on bettering your health, living in the healthiest way you can. Could be your mental, physical, all like that quadrants. There's 4 quadrants. It's time to get those balanced, Pisces, because it's off balance here. So let's go ahead and see what this health says. It will make you feel much better. You could be putting all your energy into other people and kind of neglecting your own health here. Your body is your temple, and you are responsible for its care. You have chosen to incarnate in this physical dimension to learn certain lessons, and if you don't maintain the physical vessel that your soul has chosen, then you are sabotaging your own plan. Your health is a vital element for your soul's progress, and you should never take it for granted. Be sensible about nourishment and exercise. You could be a sensitive being that must be conscious of surroundings, because you can easily be drained by people, places, or things. Always make a ritual of protection and cleansing before you work with a client, or just bring your mind back to your heart throughout the day to rejuvenate. This card is also to signify a desire to assist others being more physical or emotional healing work. You may be involved professionally in the medical fields, body work, or psychiatry and counseling. Or maybe you just are a good listener who possesses sage advice. If you are, or someone inherited a congenital disease, past life work might be some benefit. So all those things might be something you need to do right now. You could be in the healing energy, and you're not protecting your energy. You might be an empath and taking all that with you. You could have some negative energy attached to you, so it might be time for some cleansing as well. I'm sorry, seasonal allergies right now with the spring coming. So let's go ahead and get in. See, I'm talking about health, right? That's something you can't really help, but let's see what's coming up with this for your Pisces. We keep getting 3 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles a lot. We have the 7 of Pentacles. So planting those seeds for future. So there's something to do with your health that you, moving forward, that you need to address right now for the future. Also, if there's something going on with you, if you have like some little symptom and you're like, it'll pass, you might want to go see a doctor or something like that. Page of Cups, yeah. This is all about your emotional well-being. This is like that spark of that idea of something to be creative of. You might think like, it's not going to happen until pigs fly. See that little pig up there flying? But you know, you don't know until you try it. So stop doubting yourself and just do it. Okay? It could be keeping your mental energy a little off-centered because of, you know, this doubt, this not thinking something will happen. So it's time to change your thoughts as well. Or, you know, maybe I'm really getting for like some of you, it might be about like smoking or something like that, thinking like, I'll stop when pigs fly. I don't want to do it, but it's affecting your health and you might need to quit that for your future. And see how it's like radiating from his heart and lungs area? It could be something to do with like smoking or something. What is he holding in his hands? That is so interesting. Yeah, and look, they're making the little heart sign right there. See it? There's two invisible hands. It's almost like your ancestors or spirit with this little heart in their hands. So there could be something to do with your heart, your emotions, or, you know, maybe smoking is affecting it, or your diet. Very interesting. Huh. And also it could be something to do with your root chakra, because this is all about the roots here. So, and yeah, it's causing conflict. There's something causing conflict, and I really feel like it's something to do with your health. So it's something to address now. Don't keep putting it off, because it's going to affect your future health, your future mental space, whatever it is. Okay? So, that being said, either Pisces, Cancer is either going to get a second one, or I forgot them completely. I think I did do it, but guess what, Cancer? You're getting another one. So let's see about Cancer here. Okay, this one wants to come out. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So something to do with standing up for yourself, being prideful of who you are. You know, even if you're weird, it's unique. Be proud of it. All right. You need to take time to honor and acknowledge who you are and what your soul has accomplished with your life thus far. You should look at the past soul choices and be mindful of how thorough your positive actions, compassion, and understanding you have made a better life for yourself and others. How have you changed the world in some little way? How have you shared insights with others? Reflect on what you have mastered. You should never underappreciate or underestimate yourself or your accomplishments. Now is the time for you to remember how brave you are and what you've been through on your journey. Celebration is required. Humans tend to spend too much of their energy and time on negative emotions or what they have not done. This card signifies that you should take rightful ownership of who you are and how you have shared your unique light with the world. It may also be perfect time for you to look around and acknowledge those other souls who have also accomplished many great things and who need to be reminded of them. So there's something about your accomplishments here. You know, if you're downgrading yourself, it's time to celebrate them, okay? Be proud of what you've accomplished and what you've been through. All right, so there might be some message here, if this is the second one, just acknowledging that you've done something great, Cancer, and be proud of it, okay? Time to look at that. I'm going to turn this one back over. For some reason, that King of Wands was coming over. Yeah, this is how you need to be, right? Standing in that. Well, he wants to come out. Oh, ooh, the sun. Yeah, see? Illuminate, shine your light. Be proud of that, okay? So don't dim your light, okay? Cancer, I really feel like that's what the message is. You know, be proud of what you've done, yeah. It's a new beginning in the material world. Something you've really accomplished here in the material world. You know? Don't dim it. Be proud of that. It's like silent, it's almost like that silent recognition of yourself. Yeah, yeah. This is lacking. Do not diminish your light, Cancer. For some reason that needed to come out. Shine. Be proud of what you've accomplished. It's a gift. Your gift, all right? So, be proud. Be proud, pride. Be proud of that, okay? Since I said be proud, I'm almost thinking too, some of you might be, you know, in the LGBTQ, I can't even think today. The gay community, homosexual community, and you might be like downplaying it or afraid how people perceive it. Be proud of who you are. I'm not saying all of you, I'm just saying for somebody out there. You know, it's time to be who you are authentically, okay? And don't diminish your light, okay? Whatever that is, okay? So that's the message. I don't know if that's the first one for Cancer or the second one. But anyway, that's your messages. I hope they helped. And thank you for putting your time into these videos. And if you would, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow my content. And namaste to you guys. And be on the lookout for that healing energy coming up soon, okay? Talk to you later. Have a beautiful day. Stay in your authenticity. Don't tell yourself critical things. Continue to grow. And namaste. Peace.